Cardale Jones joins us, the DC Defenders quarterback, after a successful debut for the XFL. Excited for this. Cardale, thanks for the time this morning. You've gotten through week 1 of the XFL. What kind of walk me through that moment of what it was like to be on the field for a new league?
It was great. It was great being out there just playing football again. First and foremost, thank you guys for having me this morning. But we put a lot of time in and still ways to go, but it was definitely a great start and a great feeling getting that W.
What everybody wants to do, Cardale, is compare. You played, obviously, monster-time football at Ohio State, then with the Bills and the Chargers in the NFL, so you've seen big-time college football, the top league in the NFL, so everybody wants to compare. So we'll let you, as far as players, practice, preparation, how this compared to that.
I think it's pretty much the same. I mean, honestly, we got so many coaches on our staff that have so much NFL experience. He kind of preparing it from things that worked in his past with Coach Hamilton. And I don't really see a huge difference other than some of the rule changes. And, looking at the kickoff is a little different. But when it comes to the athletes, at the end of the day, all these guys are pros. We get paid to play professional football. And I don't see a huge jump off or fall off from the comparison of skill.
Cardale Jones with us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. So as a quarterback, as one of the most important positions, if not the most important position in football, what were some of the differences rule change-wise that you had to spend the most time with getting ready for this season?
Maybe the shorter play clock. And then one thing, I don't know if many know, but our headset, it don't cut off. They don't have that 15-second cutoff period like in the National Football League. And another thing about that, all skill players, excluding linemen, has a headset in their helmet. So the coach can talk to everyone at any given time. So that's the biggest difference for me personally, because that's new, of course. But other than that, I mean, football is football. Still got to score some touchdowns and make some plays.
Do guys like that, by the way, having that voice in your head, all the way up to the snap?
Me personally, no, I don't. And Coach Hamlin is such a great coach, and he's an understanding guy. So he has his moments when they get down. So me and my cadence, he might say something last minute, but for the most part, he let me go out there and play and operate and see the defense. Because at the end of the day, like you always say, I got the best seat in the house.
So
behind
So you can be honest with us here. At any point in the game, did you say, "Hey, coach, maybe not so much talking right all the way up to the play starting"?
No, we had them talks in training camp and leading up to the season. Here in practice, he go wild with that thing.
We're talking to DC Defenders quarterback Cardale Jones on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Golic and Wingo, Jason Fitz for Trey. So I am curious about that because you're used to going into the huddle and letting everybody know what the play is. It takes a different level of trust to know that the skill position players just picked up on the same play that you did. So what's that process like when you're going to the line and you haven't actually talked to your skill guys about it?
It's a little different because we actually had one or two miscommunications because of that, and maybe a guy didn't hear it, or sometimes when you're talking and the play is coming in, you're really not hearing it even though you hear it because you're talking maybe to a teammate or something like that. That's something I struggled with my first year in the NFL in the huddle. Was getting ready to say something, some encouraging words, I don't know, and the play call might be coming in, I'll forget it, or like, oh, what was it again? Give it to me again. So, but it definitely takes a lot of trust factor, which we had worked on, which we had built to know when, he called that play, everyone knows that's what they got.
Cardale Jones with us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line, DC Defenders quarterback. Cardale, from the start of this process, from the moment you heard about it, you were signed to the league, got to training camp, all the way through now, what's been the biggest surprise for you through this process?
I would definitely have to say the biggest surprise so far was actually the game day and the atmosphere and the support we got from the DMV. They came out and supported us from beginning to end, and I didn't have any expectations going into the game when it came to the environment, but if I did, they blew them out the water.
Talking again, Cardale Jones, quarterback of the DC Defenders. They won in Week 1, 31-19 over the Seattle Dragons. Week 2, they'll play in DC. They'll play the New York Guardians at 2:00 on ABC. For you, and certainly maybe for everybody, you're talking with the guys there. You were in the NFL, and we know with the contract situation, you have to play the entire year here before, if you get another opportunity with the NFL. Is that, you can speak for yourself, is that your goal? Is your goal to, after the season, be signed back with the NFL?
My goal personally is to win a championship here in the XFL with the DC Defenders, and whatever happens after that happens.
So when you go into your week of prep, I mean, we're so used to seeing how the NFL works. Now you're in a new league. You're just now getting film on all these teams. So what will your week actually look like as you get ready for the Guardians?
Actually, yeah, that's a great question because, like I said, it's so much unknown, and it's great to have at least one game film on this team leading up to week 2 before we play these guys. But we'll see. Today we just got all workouts, and we're gonna critical review our film from Saturday and kind of get an introduction of the Guardians. But that's a question I really can't answer until Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, leading up closer to the game.
Well, just know the Guardians had 5 sacks and 8 quarterback hits and 2 interceptions, and then went over Tampa Bay. So you'll probably see a lot of that on film a little bit anyway.
Exactly. And we'll be prepared for it.
Exactly. And Cardale, you and guys and so many others came from different parts of this, whether it's guys that are still trying to break back into the league, whether it's guys that were a part of the league for a number of years. And I'm curious, as a quarterback, only one gets to play on the field. Is it now liberating to be back out there, whereas before you're doing a lot of, taking mental reps, coaching from the sideline, trying to help the starter? How frustrating is that for guys that are now getting an opportunity to play again?
That aspect of the game of sitting back and learning and kind of being a coach on the sideline when guys like Rivers came off. I mean, it's no really coaching Rivers. I mean, at that point, definitely me compared to him. But just bouncing ideas off him, coming to the sideline, listening to the conversation he was having with the OC at the time, what he saw, why he did this. I think that prepared me for this moment. I mean, I won't look at that time not being a starter as frustrating. I just looked at it as learning a lot. And it definitely prepared me for this moment here. Actually going back to leading up to, preseason in the NFL this past season up into the performance last night, Saturday, and hopefully the rest of the season.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.